Hi, Vanessa here. In this video, I am going to demonstrate how to crochet the spiked stitch. Okay, so basically I'm just going to demonstrate how you're going to work these stitches. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I have a swatch here. I made a video for this swatch here. It's the extended single crochet stitch. I'll leave a link if you're interested in that. But I'm going to use this as a base to show you how to work the spiked stitch. And I'm going to use a different color. And these are Line Brand's Scarfy. And I'll go ahead and work the spike stitches on top with this color. Okay, and I'm using Knitter's Pride's Zing crochet hook. This is 6mm, size J. Okay, so you can work the spiked stitch anywhere in your work. I'm just going to demonstrate the steps on how to do that. So it's not really any specific spiked pattern. You can create so many different types of spiked stitches. Okay, so we're going to start with chain 1 and turn. So in order for you to see the spiked stitches, usually it's worked over a different shade of color. Otherwise it would sort of just blend in, which is okay too if that's what you're going for. So I'm going to work 1 single crochet in the first 2 stitches. So in the first stitch here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so the next stitch I'm just going to work 1 single crochet. Okay, so in the next stitch here, I'm going to work in the last row. Okay, so if you insert your hook here, that's working in the current row. So if you go down here, this is the row from below. Okay, so the last row. So that's where I'm going to insert my hook. Okay, so you can see that this single crochet is worked in here, so that's where I'm inserting my hook. Then I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you want to pull it up to where you're at, so to the current row. Okay, and then work your single crochet. Okay, see how it's sort of extended or spiked down to the row below. So now I'm going to do that 2 rows down. Okay, so that was the next stitch is here, the next stitch is here, and right here you can see it's going into this stitch, but I want to go further down into this stitch here. Okay, so 2 rows below. So if your pattern says working in the stitch from 2 rows below or 3 rows below, that's how you would count down your rows. So next stitch is here, that's the row before, and that's 2 rows below. So I'm going to insert my hook there. Okay, yarn over and pull up a loop. Again, you want to make sure that you pull it all the way up to where you're at, to the current row. Otherwise it's going to start pulling your fabric together. Okay, yarn over and complete your single crochet. Okay, you can see that that one's a little further down. So now we're going to work even further down. So the next stitch is here. And when you're working the spike stitches, you're not going to see any stitches in the stitch on the current row. So you're basically skipping that because it's worked below down here. Okay, so the next one would be here. And 1 row below is right there. 2 rows below and into the 3rd row, that's where I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, and then again you want to make sure that you pull the loop all the way up here to complete your single crochet. Okay, now I'm going to work one single crochet in the same row, so right at the top through 2 loops, okay, and work my single crochet. And then the next one I'll just go ahead and work another single crochet. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat these 3 stitches here, so working first in the row below, and then 2 rows down, and then 3 rows down. Okay, so the next stitch is here. We're going to go down here to the previous row, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop all the way up to where your current row is, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, the next stitch is here. That's the previous row, and 2 rows below is right down here. Pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, next stitch is here. We're going to count 3 down, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull it all the way up to your current row, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, so I'm just going to work single crochets for the rest of the row. Okay, so that is how you work spike stitches. You can, again, you can work the spike stitches in any row, in any sort of pattern, and it gives it this nice loop that goes all the way down into your work. So each time you want to work a spike stitch, you should change colors so that you can see the contrast between the 2 different colors. So I'm going to continue and show you the next. I'm going to switch back to this color to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've worked a few more rows, and I'm just actually going to use the same yarn since this has a ombre effect. I'm just going to pull out the blue side, the teal, and I'm going to attach that. Okay, so I'm actually going to work it in a different pattern than this one below, just so you can see that there are so many different options. So chain 1 and turn, and I'm going to work 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Now I'm going to work 1 spiked stitch, and that's going to be worked in the previous row. So this is the current row here, and that's the previous. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, make sure you pull it up high, yarn over, and pull through 2. So now I'm going to go 2 rows down. Okay, this is the current row, previous, and 2 rows down. Yarn over and pull through 2. Now I'm going to go back into the previous row. So current, previous, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. For the next one, I'm just going to work a normal single crochet on the current row. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat these 3 spiked stitches here, working in the previous row in the next stitch here. That's current, and that's the previous. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Working 2 rows below, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a tall loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the previous row of the next stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And the next one, I'm just going to work a normal single crochet right at the top of this stitch here. Okay, and then the next 3, I'm going to repeat these 3. So 1 row below, 2 rows below, and 1 row below. And I'm going to work 1 single crochet into the last stitch. Okay, so you can see here that when you change colors to work the row that you're working the spiked stitches, you can see the contrast between the two colors better. Okay, so you can see the differences in the design for the spike stitches, and you can work any design that you'd like. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos. See you next time.